Is that one on?
Yeah, they're both
Okay.
on. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, everyone? This is brewpac.shakur, aka Vice.
What's up, everybody? It's Art.
That was a weird pause, but this is Brian.
And welcome to the
Changing
Brewing
it up.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. You know why? Because usually I put like a little intro thing at the top.
Oh.
So this is a different format. But
I mean, after how many episodes are we on now?
but this is a new format. So
No, I'm saying like,
yeah,
we gotta after how many
yeah.
we gotta change it up. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
episode 38.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't even know what 38 is, but
It's a number.
Wait. Did you say the tagline?
yeah. I said
Oh, you did?
that.
Yeah, he said it. Pay attention, Art. Come on.
Please,
That pause was still getting me.
Yeah. It threw him off. It threw him off his game. Yeah.
please do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It does help us out. The road to 500.
Yep.
All right, welcome to game night, y'all. All right, before we get to our game night, we like to read testimonials on the show. These come from our community members, taken from other conversations, comments, and or direct messages, aka DMs.
Today's testimonial comes from Melvin. What's up, Melvin?
What's up, Melvin?
He says, "Keep it going, bro. I enjoy them after a few drinks."
Nice.
LOL.
Speaking of which, we forgot to.
Oh shoot! See, that's what I'm saying. It's not.
It's
not
okay.
obvious.
That's a good segue. After a few drinks,
Yeah.
speaking of which, we have
Okay.
a few drinks right here.
Yeah.
We're still working on the strong zeros that Art brought back. Yeah.
Yeah.
What flavor do you guys have?
I have the dry. Yeah.
I got the lemon.
Yeah, that's like the default.
Yeah. And I got a LaCroix, Beach
Yeah.
Plum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's light.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a 9% one. The last one I had was a 6 one. I was
Damn,
ready
that's
for it.
9?
Yeah.
That's why I love them, man. Because they're like,
Okay.
again,
Yours is a 9
9%.
too?
Yeah.
This is like
Hey.
this is like college. What were those called?
Four Locos.
Four Locos.
Oh, no
But Four
way.
Locos were like 14% or something like that.
No.
That's crazy if it's 14%.
It's
That's dangerous.
because like, what was it? It had
The energy drink. in
it was an energy drink with alcohol in it. That's what you up.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay.
That was the OG one. And then later
Well,
on.
there's probably all those extra chemicals though, because some people like wasn't that like a big first drink you get, like vodka Red Bulls?
Yeah. That's like your vodka Red Bulls, yeah. That was like
Vodka
a club
cranberry.
staple. Yeah,
Yeah,
club
baby.
staple.
I was never a Four Loco person. How about you guys?
Tried it for a little bit. It was fun.
I did, but yeah, I'm not
Like, it's not
into
my
the
choice.
fruity. Like sometimes it make my stomach hurt, because of the sugar.
The sugar,
Yeah. It had a lot. There was like a lot in it.
Yeah.
But it got you done. So
It did the job.
On a budget.
on a budget too. This is on a budget too.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that's
can't
definitely a budget, yeah.
I cannot wait for Japan.
How much is that in Japan?
Like a dollar or two.
Yeah, I
That's
think
crazy.
the tag said 150.
150 yen, which is with the exchange rate is like
it's like
it's like a dollar.
a dollar or
Yeah.
less than
Dude.
on the day.
Come back with a whole suitcase.
Well, I'm going to Korea.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well,
I'll
unless-
come back.
unless I-
Oh, you'll come back?
I'll come back.
Well, I mean, that's for you guys, but that'd be,
Yeah,
it's a deal.
Yeah. You just have to bring it back.
Yeah,
You just need to spend, $800 round trip first.
You just got to check your bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to game night.
Right.
This episode,
Drinking games.
this episode, we are playing What If. What if
Questions.
What if
What
questions
What if
questions are
Yeah.
thought-provoking hypotheticals that reveal how people might respond to different scenarios? Let's play.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Can you read the
What
first one?
if? Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
go ahead, Art.
All right. What if?
Oh.
What if you could wait?
See, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's this font, man.
Is it?
Honestly, I think it's the font.
I should have put ... That's what
I
it is. Like
You need an ellipsis.
I
in
feel
there,
like you know what
probably. For
it-
you guys.
You know what I
don't
feel like
Ellipsis-
right now? I feel like that little kid. Like, did you
you
ever
Yeah.
have a dream? And then you think what are you gonna do?
That was a good one. Yeah.
that is a good one.
All right. What if you could rewatch one single day from your life?
Man.
Ooh.
Definitely one of the there's been a couple of months, and of course it's like when I'm drunk, so I wanna know what happened.
Oh, I see.
I have a lot of those. It's hard to
It's like a
hard to
forgotten
pick one.
memory.
Yeah.
Wait, so if we're rewatching it, Are we like, for example, is it like when
Like it's a YouTube video.
I'm imagining
or like Doctor Strange when he gets out of his body?
I'm imagining a click scenario. Adam Sandler,
Oh.
click.
Oh,
you have
like
a,
you could,
like you have a
like,
remote
actually-
and like you can just rewind.
And you can
Rewind.
like 360?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'm imagining.
Yeah,
it,
that'd
right?
be cool.
I was
Yeah.
like watching on TV.
I mean, you'd be kind of limited because then it's like, how are you going to be watching? Is it like a third person perspective? Or are you doing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
first
like
person
third
again?
person,
okay.
third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to be a part of it. Like I can walk around in the moment and pause.
Yeah.
Like you said, pause
yeah,
and
and like look
It's
around.
kind of like you're like Back
Yeah.
to the Future, and you have like
yeah.
a hat and a newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh, you're actually in the thing.
Yes, you're actually in the
Okay.
thing. So you
Yeah.
can walk around
So
and have
what
things
if you
pause.
could try and travel
To a part?
to one
No,
single day?
I like the Adam Sandler click thing where you have a
That's kinda
remote
cool.
and you just rewind to that moment.
Yeah.
You get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Slow mo.
Slow mo. Yeah, slow mo. Like
Slow-mo.
wait,
Choose your angle.
yeah.
Right.
Put
That'd be
subtitles
cool.
on so you can see what people are saying. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of like drunk moments I do not remember, and I wish I remember. No one else remembers.
Not even.
You know?
How about an event? If you have drunk moments, like what event would you go back to and rewatch?
One of them would probably be. Oh my god! It's when I was in a band, we were touring in New York. There was one night where we all just got majorly up, and we don't remember anything that happened.
After a gig?
It was after a gig, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was some things that happened, some unexplained things, some scars and stuff like that. And we're like,
Unexplained
what the hell happened?
tattoos, unexplained
No,
piercings.
none of that. None of that.
Belly button piercing?
No, just some unexplained like scars and bruises, and we're like, what the happened? You know,
To everyone?
not to everyone.
Oh,
It was like me and like a couple other people.
Damn.
Like two other
Dang,
people.
Y'all
Got
things
enough-
are rough.
We don't remember.
Got in a fight with the ground.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
Jeez.
The only thing I do remember was because it wasn't New York. It was like I think it was like Philadelphia. I do remember we drunkenly made our way to the steps from
Oh, Rocky.
yeah, Rocky.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
And I remember we were
you're drunk?
we were all drunk like oh shit is the thing for Rocky. Let's
a
go
lot
run
of
up. That's
Oh
what
my
that's what I remember.
And then that's how the scars came.
I don't know.
All down the
Probably.
stairs.
Probably.
Wait, so is this at night then?
It's a night. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we performed at night.
Day
We
drinking.
got, yeah, because like I think it was like the bar was like really nice to us, of course, because we just performed and like we're performers, like
Yeah.
they gave us like hooked us up with the drinks and stuff, and we were just you make a good rapport with a bartender, and they're more willing to hook it up. So yeah. That would be a good night because that's all I remember from that night, and there was some other things that I wish I knew what happened.
Dang,
Yeah.
how much did you drink? Because you can drink.
Yeah,
How much to get to that point?
Probably like a bottle
Like was it
to
like
yourself.
shots and
it was. I mean, it was shots and stuff, and like, and again, like there was like some people in the crowd that were just buying us stuff too, because like you're like, oh, you get to hang out with the band, like, oh, well, I'll buy him a drink.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool.
Yeah.
It's like that, and probably 15 year, probably or 12 year.
Wait,
I don't-
wait when you're
I wish I could see how because I don't remember anything. There
I've
was a
heard this
video.
story.
Yeah, there was that video,
When
and
you're
I
doing, like, kung fu
forgot.
and stuff?
Yeah, I want to see how that looked.
You know
like.
what's funny? Every anniversary that video
Yeah.
floats around, I think either Ray Ray or Kyocho has it, but they always send it to me.
Okay.
I'm like, what the?
Wait, describe this because I don't think.
All right,
I know
all
we
right.
Brian
we
can
know the
describe it.
story.
It's Brian's.
Yeah. Because okay, so again, with this is kind of relevant because 25 years coming up, but it's not gonna be that crazy. So
I don't think it's gonna be crazy.
it's not gonna be crazy. Yeah. So this is for the fraternity who's part of ASARA. They do like anniversary on the year the fraternity was founded.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one I was hired for, I think it was like 12 year, but I think 15 year was the one that was really crazy. Because that was Rhochella, I think.
Yes, it was- we called it
was
Rhochella.
called Rhochella.
Yeah.
So like they had
Alrighty.
they had gotten this, was it Airbnb, right? It was like this Airbnb that was like in I want to not remote now, but it was
Somewhere
getting
around
closer.
there,
It was like
in
it's
the
like
middle of
up,
nowhere.
it was like close to the middle of nowhere. It was like one of those really nice big
Like
kind of
Fallbrook?
No.
ish.
Bonsall?
So it's east of the North County Mall.
Yeah.
You go all the way east.
Oh,
That-
like Valley Center then, right?
Oh, probably.
Probably,
maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
But it's like one of that kind of area because there's a lot of like villas and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And they had this whole thing because like even the place that they got had this like like the hotel thing where like you have like that little U kind of entrance.
Oh, like
driveway.
Yeah,
the driveway, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was like,
Like a one way kind of.
Yeah, with like an overhang and everything.
Yeah.
So it looked pretty,
dang.
pretty nice. Yeah. And I remember I had a big, huge backyard. It was a big 1-story kind of place. And
Is that
then-
where we have the blow up pool of alcohol?
I think
Is
so.
that the
Yeah.
year?
No. Yeah. That was there too. But
Yeah.
I was hired to do my thing, just take pictures of everybody of the night, and then have a little booth set up, and then let me see. As things are, people, feel, because I'm stuck there pretty much for the most of the night.
Yeah.
And then as things are, because I know everybody or whatever, they just start coming up to me. It's like, hey, I feel bad for you. Like, have this drink. So I'm just getting fed drinks like constantly.
Everyone's like, Sean, Brian.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is, Brian is in the back, like the backyard against the wall.
Yeah.
Which is also next to the bar that we had set up.
Yeah.
So every time they see
like,
Brian, they're like, drink
Right
with
there.
us. And Brian's like,
yeah. I'm here. Like, what else am I gonna do? Right. I could say no, but like that's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because the way the setup is, like, you go in entrance and there's like this main part where you had like the DJ and like all the dance stuff or whatever, and then there's like a little like sliding door for like the backyard, and like right around the corner is the bar, quote unquote, because there was like this little window that was over there, and I was like right next to that.
Wait, so you all threw an event at an Airbnb?
yeah.
Dang.
Well,
But they're cool with it though.
Well, because they have events there all the time.
Oh, so it was like
Yeah.
an event space. That
An event space would be Airbnb, not just a regular. Because those nowadays
It
a lot
can't
of them are
just be
stingy.
yeah.
I was like, dang. Okay.
But that night, along with the drinks, sure, I was given some water, but
Magical water.
yeah, there was one of those that
It's
was
tainted?
a special blend of water.
Like a hydro flask. It was like
It was a big hydro flask.
Big hydro flask?
It's one of those. It's one of those like
Water?
big novelty size ones that are like like 1 by 2 feet, whatever. It's like a really
With,
big one.
Electrolytes or something?
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah, we
sure.
could say electrolytes, but it's electrolytes that make you feel funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I did not know that because, of course, I'm like already pretty drunk
Yeah.
at this point. But I like my solution to staving off hangovers, if I know that I'm drinking much, is like I just start drinking water, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually
Makes sense.
I do it in a part of like for every drink I have at least 2 cups of water. Like I do 2 to 1, right? And he had this thing, so of course I was like, oh, it's a big thing of water. I just we're chugging it, and then of course that's where things get fuzzy, and that's why I wish I kind of remembered.
So picture like because the event already has a big pool, and then you have the pool of alcohol, and basically Brian was swimming outside of the pool holding his camera, so he's just like doing the Karate Kid or something.
I don't know,
and he's just doing this. I was like, what? I just see it from afar because I think
they were just chilling and they just saw it and they're like, oh, zoom in, whatever.
I saw you from a distance because I was who was spearheading it? It was Christian and Ray too. I think that was the year we all teamed up.
Wow.
Throw that. Yeah. But I saw Brian, I was like, Brian's having a good time.
I always do. I mean, you guys are like one of the first orgs that, hired me on, and you always treat me well. That's why I treat you guys a little preferential treatment here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would like to rewatch that too.
Hey, no,
that would be a fun thing to rewatch, right? Just in general.
I would want to see it.
I
would see it.
Okay, but it's not a day in your life. It's a day in your life. You were not part of that.
No, but
so.
we would join to watch that.
Sure.
I think that would be interesting.
All right,
Like if you were watching a day in your life right now and we're part of this day watching it with you, I would watch this day of you watching it. You know what I mean?
All right, I got lawyered. Sure.
Inception.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's me. Of course, I have a lot of drunken moments I watch, but probably one of those two. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably do something like that. I think I would like to watch my first music festival.
Oh, third person.
Yeah, it was Electric Daisy Carnival 2008.
EDC.
Hey, all your homies?
Yeah, I think it was college, prime time college. So actually, I went with a lot of folks from the fraternity.
Oh, wow.
I think Waffles
Nikki and all
there.
them?
Yeah.
Nikki?
Yeah, I think so. And then
Dang,
Mr.
Waffles?
John, yeah. I think that was the only one he went to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's the one you went to with him.
But yeah, dude, because that was like quite an experience. I've never been in that kind of scene before.
Mm-hmm.
And
so it's like try new things kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it was like a new thing, and then obviously the music was like getting really popular again after being popular in like middle school for me.
Yeah, in LA, right?
Yeah, it was at the LA Coliseum, and it was before all of the gating off and limiting of going onto the field. So it was very free roam. I think it was that one, and then the following year, maybe the following year, because I actually think I like the set from the following year, 2009, better than 2008.
This is pretty much from the time where it was still kind of grassroots, very for the fans kind of thing.
Yeah.
Before the corporations came in and like started
it was
right?
well, it was still, I think, Insomniac.
Okay.
Right? But like the scene did not, it was like just taking off.
Yeah.
Like you could argue like it was probably, 5 years before that, it was probably like, even more intimate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when they started booking those big venues, and then it just skyrocketed.
Like attendance started skyrocketing.
Yeah. Because I think it was only that year, the following year, and then I think even 2010, they started like putting more gates. So like people couldn't because they had to do more crowd control.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was like less crowded, free roam. You can go on the main stage field, which is like on the field of the Coliseum,
right?
Which is cool. I remember there was like a line of porta potties lined up like on the field, like where the bleachers start.
Yeah,
so like and then some people would just be on the bleachers and then would like jump on the porta potties to dance on the porta potties.
Oh,
and I was like,
God.
this is like wild, but it was a good time. It was a good time.
Would you say it's like on that precipice of like still kind of being good to being, I guess for the modern day?
Yeah. I think it was just because the size of it wasn't too big. Like I know Electric Daisy Carnival has grown like a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I went to the Speedway one before, and that place just is so big.
Yeah,
it's just so big. But
Vegas, right?
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, in Vegas. But I feel like to walk to one stage to another stage, it's like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like.
It's like a mile away.
You're just walking for like
yeah. Get your steps in, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, when you're there, you don't notice until you like stop and think about it. You're like, dang man, we've been walking for a while to get to one stage to another. But I think I would rewatch that.
Yeah. First
just to like actually
first EDC,
go back to it.
Your feet would probably hurt at the end of the night. That's what it usually is, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get proper footwear, man.
Yeah.
Gotta, get those insoles.
Yeah. But, everybody wearing like those flat shoes so they can shuffle and stuff.
Every day I would say, I think a fun one, skydiving. I've only went once.
Yeah.
I think it was my 21st birthday.
Oh wow! Okay.
I just woke up and was like, you know what? Let me see if it's open or if I can get a reservation.
Mm-hmm.
Got a reservation. Went by myself.
Was this in Hawaii or?
No, this was here.
Oh, right here.
I forget what place, but I think I headed 8 East to somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
over
generally
there.
where it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like Skydive San Diego.
Someplace
like that.
like away from everything so they can't hear you scream.
Yeah, basically
That's good.
in the middle field.
Right.
But I would go there. It's like a little private plane. You're like a small plane.
Yeah.
And I remember how I had to go. I think it's tandem where I have someone on my back.
Yeah, because you're not experienced.
Yeah.
If you're experienced, you go solo, but like
until
you do.
It's a weird experience though, because like just sit on my lap. I'm like bigger than the dude.
bigger than the dude.
Than the dude.
Was he okay? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, like I didn't like fully sit on because it still kind of felt
kinda
weird.
like-
it was like I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
But then we got.
So you're like trying to like hold yourself up.
yeah.
Your thighs are like burning.
It's like a core workout.
My legs
Yeah.
are burning. And I remember everyone's just like lining up to jump and everything. And it's like, all right, we're gonna go on 3, right? So I'm like, I think I bought the video package too, so it was
they
like
get to see it.
it was actually the
I think I've
3
never
of
seen the
us.
clip. You posted like on Facebook.
I think it's on my profile pic.
Yeah.
But I remember we're hanging off the ledge on a count of 3, 1, 2, and then he goes out, and then I'm like, oh shit. And the other guy trails too. He follows us, and you see him like do all these moves, like he tucks his arms in
To go
so he
faster.
can go faster
Yeah.
to catch all the stuff.
Like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, basically. So in the training, they tell you not to open your mouth because you're going at a speed where it's like a roller coaster.
It's like
but it's faster than a roller coaster. Where my cheeks, I felt like it was like to my ears. Like you
it's
see
like-
it like flapping, like
yeah.
all that loose skin.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. But I think it was a cool experience because at the end, like it slows down and. He'll go, do you want to do some tricks and stuff? And he's like spinning us.
Yeah.
like when the
when the chute's open.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then we come down like it's an airplane runaway where they're like, all right, kick your feet up, and then we're like this, with a leg up,
Yeah. You don't want to get like your feet like kicked
trampled
over,
on, yeah.
So wait, when he's talking to you, is he like whispering in your ear like,
No.
do you want to do some tricks?
Yeah.
Do you want me to spin you?
It was like Jurassic Park experience all over again.
Shh, just let it happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, same guy?
I was just thinking of like, like you land on like a target.
Oh, no.
Like was that Power Rangers? Power Rangers?
Probably.
When the intro was like they're like
Surfboard? They're on the...
Yeah, the White Ranger
the movie.
has
Yeah,
Power Rangers movie.
Yeah.
Where they're skydiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the White Ranger, obviously, he has a cooler.
Yeah,
has
entrance. He's on a
cooler
board
setup.
and he's
on
like,
the board.
Yeah.
crazy. Man, that was just the first question.
All right. What if you had to go without electricity for 1 year? Oh, man. My bidet is gone.
I mean, you couldn't charge anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't work.
I couldn't work, yeah, because I need electricity to do my editing and charge my stuff for my camera.
Or I guess I couldn't work from home anymore, I guess. Are you talking about everybody has?
I guess
like
it's everybody.
Everybody does not have
Would you be out of
electricity.
job then?
Well, I mean, if it was everybody, I think,
Would your position be out of job then? Or can you do things?
Well, potentially, because a lot of it is
Admin?
Admin.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, I'd probably just teach more then.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no?
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, at least I have that. That doesn't require a collection.
Yeah,
They just
no.
need a piano. That's it.
And candles.
Candlelight. What about you, Jason?
Oh man, I mean, just the simple things. Waking up in the morning, using my bidet, my Keurig, like those things. For work,
That's
I think
your
we can
alarm clock?
manage-
Wait.
No. Just like electricity, right? So I
Right.
wouldn't be able to use my Keurig or my bidet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, Keurig made a bidet?
Dang, for 1 year.
for
That's a
1
long
year.
year, man.
That's a lot. I was like thinking a day, like, oh, if it was a day, you could just write everything down, put it in later. But if it's a whole year, I
whole
guess everything has to go to paper again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just writing in paper. So I mean, yeah,
Reports.
you could make it. You
can-
can make it work.
it's just gonna be.
Yeah, it would just be,
It's an adjustment.
it'd be a
for sure.
throwback.
Yeah.
Where there's not a lot of computers in the workworkplace. But
Do you remember there was like that big blackout here in San Diego that was like,
I do.
Do you remember that?
I do.
yeah.
When was that?
It was like
It was-
2012.
Okay.
I
That
think.
feels right. I remember it was still.
I remember specifically because like I thought it was just like a blackout in our neighborhood or just like our little heart,
Yeah.
but it was like all over,
All like
yeah,
San Diego,
all,
Oh.
every single business, all the street lights
yeah,
were.
all the street lights. It was just
Remember
Was it
dark.
because the heat? Or no?
I don't know.
I want to say
remember.
it was like during that a little bit because like when the rolling blackouts were a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I remember.
I
There
think
was-
maybe
there was-
that's
there-
what like started the rolling blackouts.
Yeah, there was
to
a really-
prevent,
yeah.
like a big outage like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a really big one because I remember that it was like me, Jojo, and like some other people. We went out to just drive, which was really stupid in hindsight. Like, why would you drive around when like there's no traffic lights or like street lights or
Yeah.
nothing? But
Oh.
it was kind of cool. We drove up all the way to what's that hill that's over by Mount Carmel?
Oh, Hilltop.
Hilltop. Yeah, we
Yeah,
went to Hilltop and we were looking out and we could see the only thing that you could see was on the 15 when there were cars and that's the only light.
Oh,
That was the
that's
only
cool.
light.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just remember like driving to at that time, and then just realizing how actually dark it is.
Yep.
Without streetlights and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was at my homie Richard's place when that happened, and we ended up going on like a beer run, and we went to like AM PM just to see
It was open.
if it was open. They were open, and they were literally like writing everything down. And we
Yeah.
were just paying cash.
Yeah.
So we picked up like I think like a case of beer or something, and then
Yeah.
went back. to take it.
I mean, was their fridge still working then?
No,
No.
so I mean, we just
Power's out.
we just drink it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, you just drink
Well,
it right there.
Yeah, I guess their fridge was like not working, but it was still cold
It was
from
still
like
cold
the,
enough
like
to-
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember a lot of businesses, especially stuff that have to rely on freezing because
Yeah.
that's not gonna last for too long.
Especially restaurants.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, a lot of inventory was thrown out. But I mean, on the other side, like I liked seeing the stars in the sky. That was pretty cool.
All right, Brian.
What if you could win a lifetime supply of one product?
What would that be?
One lifetime supply of one product.
Hey.
I'm not gonna think too deep into it, but I think it would be. I have two options. It would one be paintballs.
Of course. No, of course.
That
Yeah.
would
yeah.
Oh, I mean,
yeah,
that'd be sick.
yeah,
though. That'd
right?
be sick.
That'd be sick.
Unlimited supply.
Unlimited supply of paintballs.
You do all the tricks and moves. And
No, no, and
I'll
then-
just
and
keep
then-
shooting.
No, and then you could resell it. You could package
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sell it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're just giving it a lifetime
Just giving
supply. You might as
Hey,
well.
that's smart.
Yeah, resell it for sure.
Because it's like how many paintballs do you personally use in like a year, right?
Oh yeah, it so much. Like, if,
Oh, really? That much? Okay.
yeah, because like if you think about it, like every time I go out,
So
I maybe
one
shoot-
session. Yeah.
I maybe shoot like a case of paint, which is like 2,000.
Oh, okay.
Give or take. So sometimes I'll shoot maybe like, because there's 4 bags in it of 500s. Maybe I'll shoot 3 bags, but usually I try to just empty the clip and shoot like the 4 bags.
Yeah.
You know,
which is 2,000 total.
Yeah.
So like 500 per bag is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lifetime supply of that.
Damn,
I guess
that's a
they
good
would
one.
have to do it, however often you go out or like assume,
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That makes sense.
That'd be
Lifetime
cool.
supply of paintballs.
But if it's I don't know, if it's something else, I'd probably be the other thing that came into mind was hair ties.
Okay.
What?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not like buying hair ties.
Do they break often then?
They do. Eventually they do break or they get loose
Or lost.
or lost.
Yeah. Because they're just hair ties,
Loan
You
them out.
Yeah, dang.
Or a girl in trouble.
Yeah. I see that's
Yeah.
Art's move.
Oh, I have extra hair ties.
Yeah.
They're in my car.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, they are though. They're on the gear shift.
The gear shift.
In case it breaks while you're at work. Emergency.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like something practical. Like it was like something like some food, but I was like, what kind of food would I want for like a lifetime supply of?
I don't think I want to eat one food for my lifetime. Or I mean, have that much.
What if it's like a variety pack?
Yeah.
Oh, like if it was like a lifetime subscription to like one of those food food places, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
wow. Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Like those
Like meal prep.
Yeah, the meal prep things.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That'd be
cool,
yeah.
actually.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if it's a lifetime supply, like I want to get one of my needs taken care
Yeah.
of.
Mm-hmm.
So is that yours then?
Yeah, probably like one of those meal prep things, because then it's like I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to do grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Like that's more time.
True.
So that's I'm very practical for that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say toilet paper, but I would say me and Nadine drink a lot of sparkling water, so maybe like a variety pack where I don't have to keep
Cheers,
buying.
Mike.
You just cheers yourself.
I accidentally hit the mic with my can.
Yeah, so I would say sparkling water, if anything.
Sparkling water.
What brand of sparkling water?
Ooh, I mean, I'm drinking LaCroix right now, this beach
LaCroix.
plum, so sponsor the pod, LaCroix.
Yeah, I was like, are you a LaCroix or a Perrier or a...
Waterloo.
Yeah.
Oh, Waterloo. Oh,
Waterloo's good.
Pretty good.
I think Waterloo's
I'll go
good.
with
I don't think
Waterloo.
I've tried Waterloo.
I think
What?
yeah, because there was the other one. Was the other one bubbly?
I don't like bubbly.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
I tried them for a bit, and then I was like, go back to LaCroix. But then like I had Waterloo, and I was like, this is actually the flavor's a little bit more.
I just can't do sparkling water. It just feels like I should be drinking soda.
Oh.
Like if I want water, it's just plain water. I'm just a plain water type of guy.
You're a still water kind of person.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I was trying to be fancy with it, I would do Topo Chico, the one that
Oh, yeah.
Justin
Yeah,
was
yeah,
drinking.
yeah.
I would do a lifetime supply of that.
Yeah,
if
Topo
anything.
Chico.
That's pretty
You
good.
ever try Liquid Death?
Oh, those are
No.
good. Those are
You know,
good.
I
Yeah.
thought that was an energy drink for a second.
It looks like that, and then I thought it was a beer, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's just water.
Yeah, I've had those, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's all marketing, but it's
Yeah.
like the water feels like it tastes better. But
The name
And
scares,
it's like in a metal can. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
the name scares me.
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
it appeals to me.
Yeah.
What if a red button that read "Push me, I dare you" suddenly appeared in the middle of your living room?
I'm not pushing it.
You're not pushing it?
Nope.
What would happen after that if you pushed it? Like what's in your
The language "push me, I dare you"
Yeah.
implies to me that something negative is going to happen because it's challenging me, right?
Okay.
If it just said "push me," I'd be a little bit more inclined to, but still kind of I'd be more 50-50. This one, because it says "I dare you," I'm 100% not pushing that. I would put like a little cage around it, like 3 layers of protection, so not even anyone else could push it, because I don't know if it's going to affect me or like the whole house. Like I'm just yeah.
I would push it.
Two kinds of people here. Yeah.
No, so where would that take you in your like head if you're like just thinking about the possibility?
Oh man, I don't even know. I feel like maybe something magical would happen, or it would just say like, ha, or like it would just like do like
It's
a
like a-
random noise,
Oh.
or like,
Or like the what was it, the Staples?
that's
easy.
what I thought about, like the Staples thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I also was like, imagine if you pushed it, it was just like, boom.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, you know?
Like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. You don't know what's going to happen.
But imagine
Fear
if
of
you
the
pushed
unknown.
it and then the world turned cartoon.
Oh, that'd
Hey.
be crazy.
But you never know until you
Yeah.
push it. But because it says "I dare
Yeah.
you," it's like
Hey, try
You know,
everything
it's
once.
But a lot of times you only got once. So where do you stand, Jason?
Oh, I think for me, like where my mind was going, if I pushed it, it would like bring me down to this like slide, like into like a bunker. And then that bunker would be a man cave where we have all the like technology, gaming,
sure,
the podcast.
But I dare you, really? Okay.
I mean, I think the dare you part.
I think that's what makes it more like, it's not for the faint of heart, or like it tries to scare people away. So it's like, maybe I should do it because like
there's a part where it's
like so it's reverse psychology.
Yeah,
for
reverse
you.
psychology.
Okay. I don't know, man. Usually, like when I see signage or anything like it says what it does on the tin to me. So especially if it's red. Like red is like a danger color,
Yeah.
When has a red button been good?
Light punch.
Okay, fair.
Like
fair.
at the
arcade cabinet.
What's that?
The escape room.
Escape room.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right, Art.
All right. What if you could choose one animal to keep as a classroom pet?
So you're a teacher. What class would you teach?
What class would I teach?
And what would your classroom pet be?
Well, usually, like for the classroom pet, you have to be some sort of general ed. Like you don't see a fucking pet snake in music class,
Well, you could.
Could maybe, yeah.
What kind of teacher would I?
No, well, that's not the question. It's
I think that's even. It's
let's play that part though. Like,
okay.
Would you do art class?
That'd be me.
My class.
Wait, what?
I said, welcome to my class. I don't know why. I wasn't really a big fan of it, but I feel like English in high school was like one of those tough, but also not so tough classes.
I feel you on that.
Like it's like you have to like
saying.
read and write and stuff, but then at the same time, like when you're there in class, you're just kind of like whatever.
It's just the thought of the effort you have to put in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like as opposed to like like math class because they're teaching you how to do the problems, so you actually have to pay attention. It's active, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you could just sit in English class and just be quiet because you didn't read or whatever, and then like everybody else is talking about a book.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, cool. I know what it is.
And then, but for the pet, I think I would. What I would want is you ever seen those videos on Instagram where it's like, some kind of mammal with like a hand that like grabs a grape. You know, I don't know what animal it is, but it has like a human looking hand.
Like a monkey?
No, it's not a monkey though. But it's like it looks almost like a chinchilla, but it has like a full hand.
Okay,
like a tarsier.
Maybe is that what it is? Tarsier.
They have like really big eyes.
Yeah, big eyes.
Oh yeah, like small, right?
Yeah. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody could just feed grapes.
Yeah.
Tarsiers are nocturnal though, so during the day they're just gonna be sleepy.
Oh man,
yeah,
just kill his.
That's why they have.
Plans.
That's why they have like really big eyes so that they can see at night because it takes all the light.
Sense.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I'd probably
night class
be like a cinema class. So then the nights are always off.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
See, cinema class makes sense for you.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. How about you, Brad?
I don't know.
You're leaning towards music. Would it be music?
Well, yeah. I mean, I could like when I think about it, because I mean, I do teach music as part of like a living, but like, I like to think that I'm a natural teacher. Like, so anything that I'm like knowledgeable. So I could, I like when I think about like all the different subjects, like I could see myself teaching
history,
anything. Like, I could do history, I could do math, I could do English.
What about her story?
Right. That's part of it. That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it.
I mean, we didn't grow
you
up
gotta
to
be
that.
Yeah, you gotta be part of it. Yeah, you gotta be part of it.
I just didn't expect that from Martin.
What are you saying? You saying he's misogynistic? Are you saying art doesn't respect women?
No, I just didn't expect him to say that, like, from that group.
Oh, okay.
I took a bunch of women's studies class.
Right, yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Actually,
it was fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting too. Yeah.
Right. You got to learn all, perspectives and all that. But it doesn't really matter what class I would teach because, I'd teach anything. But for an animal.
Damn, you should just be a teacher then.
I did think about it like at one point.
Okay.
But I just didn't.
Like teaching credential and all that.
Yeah. There was like.
I feel like the ROI on like teachers is not where it's at.
Okay. That's the part of it too.
I think that's tough, right?
Like even as a private instructor teacher here for this, like it's not that much. So yeah.
But if you're passionate and you love what you do, kudos to you guys.
And then it doesn't feel like work, right?
Yeah.
No, but then like I do have some other friends that are teachers and stuff, and it's like it's a constant battle, like,
especially high school, huh?
I think it depends on the location, though.
Location and
like
what
the district
grade and all of that. Yeah. I don't know if there are any fellow teachers out there. Feel free to comment on like the state of education these days because I hear stories and
shoot, we should get a teacher on.
Yeah.
an episode. Okay.
Good.
So I saw this teacher on Instagram. I don't know how it came onto my feed.
Yeah, right.
I really don't. I think someone like, when your friend likes it.
Yeah,
Okay.
then it feeds it because you're a friend with them, and it feeds you into
yeah,
your
right?
yeah.
And then I was like, that's what teachers are like these days?
They're younger too, and they're they're trying to relate to
So you think about it as like, I'm the age of
students.
a teacher, like my
Yeah.
teachers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it like makes sense. But then,
Yeah.
also
But then
at
like
the same time-
mentally,
Yeah,
it's like
mentally,
weird,
I was
right?
just like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's who they got teaching these days.
Yeah, that's like the other thing too. Is
How are
like when
these
you're
kids gonna pay attention and learn?
when you're God damn it.
Well, I'm probably like when you said that, I'm thinking of the teachers that get arrested for the stuff that they do.
Oh, yeah.
Are you thinking of that demographic
No.
where they're like that young and like
Oh,
closer to the
yeah.
age of their students?
Yeah, sort of. Well, no. Well, I wasn't thinking that. No.
Anyways,
I do remember my bio teacher from high school. though.
Yeah.
She's cute.
That's what I knew you were thinking.
Hey man, I think it's like a rite of passage. Like there's at least, if you think in all your years of schooling, there's at least one teacher you probably had like a little bit of a crush on, right?
Yeah.
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 So back to class.
Yeah. Hey, you can thank Art for that. He just kind of took it there and we just ran with it. So, one animal to keep as a classroom pet. I don't know. I would think just something a little bit more practical. I like snakes. You know?
Okay.
Like a snake.
Did
Yeah.
you ever
Snakes
get
are
one?
fun. I remember having a snake in
Yeah.
my classroom.
Yeah, they're generally pretty cool. Like especially if you have like a ball python. Like a lot of them, like people
like the
think,
biggest snake.
yeah,
They're
people.
they feel so weird.
Yeah, but then like a lot of people are like, oh, they're like scary with it. But when you look at them, they're just like reptilian puppies. You know,
As long as it's not like poisonous or anything. You know?
Oh yeah.
or
definitely.
venomous.
Like it was a corn snake. I think we had
Coral snake.
corn snake.
Corn, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. I was like snakes. I mean, I'm a little bit influenced too because like it's Year of the Snake
Yeah.
in the Lunar New Year. I was thinking about
Okay.
doing a snake shoot, so I was looking. I've been researching lately, like how to like rent a snake or whatever.
Oh, like a fun shoot for you?
yeah,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's
Probably
pretty.
find those guys on like what's that, Craigslist?
No,
Dude,
no.
just remake the Britney Spears
Yeah.
No, I mean
video with a snake on
sort of
your shoulders.
Sort of. I have a couple concepts for it, but I was looking into it, and it's like there's this one really good guy. Like he does. I think he or she. I don't know. Like I just looked on the website.
Yeah.
They do a lot of like for whatever shoots around like LA and stuff like that for like big productions and stuff like that. So naturally they're a little bit expensive. They're like it's like
What are we talking about?
700.
God
Yeah,
damn.
but that's if they go.
Man, they could buy a whole new reptile with that.
No. But like, if you look at their catalog, they have
Yeah.
like 15 different snakes. So like, I get
Oh,
it. You have to
pick-
upkeep a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like they have like
yeah,
really
they gotta keep
huge
them
ones. They
alive.
have like small.
Is this
a lot of
per
care.
hour?
colors.
Per hour?
It's a lot of energy.
Yeah,
'Cause you
it's
got to keep them warm.
Yeah.
man.
it's like the initial fee was like I think it was if they have to go to you, it's like 600, 700, and it's like $100 per additional hour. And then, but they do have
Man,
another
that was
thing.
more than the DeLorean.
I know.
But these are like living animals, and plus the handler,
Yeah,
handler is on site.
Yeah.
So like they're there to
So
like.
the DeLorean only was on site. He was just playing his Switch.
But it's, that's true. That's true.
He beat the whole game by the time we were done.
Yeah. No.
His
But
battery died.
this
He's
is-
like, all right, guys, it's time to go.
That's about an hour.
yeah. But these are living things, and he has to like constantly look at it. I get it, right?
Okay.
Like, and then plus like, but the other option was like they have like a studio near where they live,
Yeah.
right? And remember, like the first fee I said was like it's for one snake,
Yeah.
and then I guess there's like another fee for like additional ones afterwards. But they have another one where like they have a studio on site. It's like 2 hours for like 525, which isn't too bad, and you get access to all the snakes because it makes sense. It's like on their property and all that, and like you could bring whatever. So I was like thinking about that, and I was like, but yeah, snake would be my thing just because I've been doing a lot of research on that.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone has any snakes that they want to loan out for a photo shoot,
Or bring on the episode.
hit up this guy.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder if we have anyone that works at a zoo that we can bring.
I do have-
or with animals,
I
like-
do have a friend that works like at a zoo. I think she just started. She moved back in like LA, but it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's like she legit works in there, like taking care of like a bunch of different
that's
shit,
cool.
different animals and stuff. But shout out to Tati. She's
Dang,
really cool.
imagine that if like you work at the zoo and they're like, "Oh, take your work to home day."
Take your words.
That's not a thing.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That's the other way around, or like not like take your child to home, or
Take your child to home.
or take your child to work, but like take your work to home.
Yeah.
No, people do that already.
I know.
They take their work home, man.
Working remote, man. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm working
yeah.
from home.
Anyways, Jason.
Oh,
what
back
would
to classroom pet.
Yeah, what would your classroom
But first,
pet
what
be?
class would you want to teach?
Dude.
No, you don't. Well, okay, because we answered that. We answered that. So then, what class would you?
I think I would teach a social class, or
Yeah.
maybe like philosophy,
That's
where I
cool.
can just like
Yeah,
sit
yeah.
at a table or get in a circle and just talk about.
Just listen
life.
to everybody's like bull.
Yeah, you know.
Would you be like one of those like trying to be cool teachers where you say like, "Hey, my name is Mr. but you can call me Jason." Yeah,
Yeah,
or
call me
Vice.
Vice.
And then you take a chair and you swivel it backwards.
Backwards? And then you turn your hat backwards.
Yeah.
Put your glasses on.
That'd be funny.
That'd be a good first day bit. Yeah.
I can just imagine, like, it's one of those interactions where, like, like a student interacts with you,
Yeah.
not knowing you're the teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would do that. Like
You know?
sit in the like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just sitting on one of the.
Oh wait, are you talking about Saved by the Bell college years?
I
Where
think
Zach did
yeah,
that?
I forgot. Yeah.
He was talking to the professor. Like, I heard this guy
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
And then he gets up like, "Hey, my name is blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Welcome to."
Also,
Yeah, and then
would
Kelly had a crush on him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Talk about teachers and never mind. Never mind.
So my classroom pet, I would do a chameleon. I've always wanted a chameleon.
chameleons
are- Alright.
Yeah.
they
That'd
can
be
be pretty
cool.
good. Yeah, chameleons are pretty good. They're I have a couple friends, or I have a friend that has a chameleon as a pet. Yeah.
I don't know if this would be messed up, but imagine having a chameleon, but then like the cage, or not the cage, what is it? Aquarium? Or the
Enclosure.
enclosure,
Yeah.
the gate, the
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah.
But the background part like changes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
they would
chameleon is
change
all is
inside.
changing too. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Dang, that would be cool.
They're a little high maintenance.
High maintenance, yeah.
because they can be very sensitive to changes and all that, and like you have to make sure that
Like a heated tank or
Yeah.
what's it called?
Heat lamp.
like a
Yeah,
heat, lamp.
and all that. Yeah, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
Right. Yeah.
All right, guys. What if you remembered everything since you were born?
Oh man, I'd wash my face right away
What does that even mean?
from birth.
What?
Wait,
Wait. What?
From birth, if you remember birth.
yeah.
Where-
You would wash,
Oh.
so you'd wash your face.
Come on, just think about it. all right?
You have to think of
You're like,
Like what's that one movie, Ace Ventura, where he comes out?
Comes out
to
the
yeah.
rhino.
Yeah. Oh look, it's giving birth. Blah.
I gotta watch that movie again, dude.
It's a good one. Yeah.
That's like the Truman Show scene, right?
No.
No?
No,
It's not the Truman Show.
Ace Ventura.
It's Ace Ventura.
No, isn't the Truman Show like it starts? He gets born and then like
Oh, that's right.
I mean, he gets
It's
gets
black to like
yeah.
light. And stuff.
Yeah.
I think that show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
I see
montage.
what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah. Remembered everything since I was born.
I don't know. I mean, what's the question? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. If I remembered everything, I mean, that would be
You remember everything.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
preschool days.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think.
holding grudges. You're like, you stole a cookie when I was in kindergarten. I don't remember that. I do. I don't like, because this is a thing that would just affect me personally. It's like I get to remember things. I get to, that just
Yeah.
means you have like an eidetic memory, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's like a hazy part of your life, like from childbirth to like when's the
Yeah.
last, like how far can you remember?
Like 5, like kindergarten.
yeah, see?
kindergarten. That's like where my
Yeah,
memories are.
I want to
Preschool.
remember those
kindergarten.
times.
but they're fading.
All right. That's enough drinks for you, Art. You're getting a little depressive now.
Actually, I do remember that. I think it was like preschool or whatever, where like I walked.
You walked?
Well, yeah, because I lived like close to. Because I used to live.
Oh,
on,
you're close to the school?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
close to the
yourself?
school.
Like how far? Like a mile?
No, it was just literally across the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I get that then.
Well, no, I think my uncle or something was dropping me off.
Okay.
And he dropped me off in the wrong classroom.
Uh-huh.
And then like I was in there, I was like, man. He like signed me in and everything.
Yeah.
And then once he like left, I went into my correct classroom.
Oh,
So-
you knew it.
Yeah. I was like, but I didn't say anything. I was like, no, this isn't the class. He just kept saying like, come on, let's go inside. I was like, what the heck? But I remember that. And that was
Yeah.
That's
how old
great.
is that? Like 4?
Preschool?
Preschool?
That's preschool.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
about
good.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one is, what if you saw my face on a wanted poster? So I guess this would be like,
Yeah.
if you guys saw me, if me and Jason saw Art,
Mm-hmm.
everything, all combinations there.
Like what would we think and feel, or like
Yeah.
how
like,
much would the reward be?
Hey, man.
would you tell?
What was the crime?
So if you saw Brian,
Huh?
would you tell Brian you saw his wanted photo? And what would you think the crime was?
Oh, That's not even another question on there.
I know.
Okay, sure.
I'm just curious.
I don't even know what the crime would be, but no, I'd just be like, hey, I need help. Can you drive with me somewhere? And then take him to the police.
All right, never trusting Art with anything. Never trusting Art with anything, man.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. There's a grain of truth in there somewhere.
I thought that would be kind of funny though, but like not really.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. If I saw your face on it, I'd probably like just send it to you, like send a picture of it.
Like send a picture.
Yeah, but I would. Yeah, what would it be for?
See, like if it was me, I would immediately not believe it because I get those messages constantly.
Wait,
not
posters?
not a wanted poster, just like lookalikes. I think I've told this before. I get a lot of messages from friends like saying like, "Hey, are you here?" It's like,
yeah,
I see you here, or like the next time I see him, it's like, "Hey, were you at this?" You know, like, or a lot of times too is like I'll do events or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, do you know someone's like it's just I don't know something about my look is very universal or something.
Yeah.
I don't know." So I firstly, if it was you guys, if you guys tell me that, I'd be like, that's probably someone else.
Yeah.
You know? You'd have to prove to me without a shadow of a doubt it's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would read.
What if it had your name on it though?
Oh, okay. Well, then that's see, that's different. That's different. That's different. But I'm saying like,
I wonder I don't know what it would be. Maybe it would be trespassing.
That would be pretty accurate because I do like going urbexing, and some of those things you're not supposed to be.
I think that's what my first thing I'd probably think of if I see your photo.
Yeah.
And it's related to like your photography and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
You probably see one in Walmart circa 2004
For you?
in the back.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait.
Some
you
sticky
were
fingers.
Wait, you were part of that group that kind of.
Talking about what group?
Okay, sure. Yeah. All right. No.
But yeah, no, I did get in trouble. You know, in my teenage years, I was 17 actually, so thank goodness, because I can imagine if I was 18.
Felon. Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. But
nowadays they just wait until you shoplift enough so that you get a bigger sentence.
Yeah,
it's like I think a couple thousand. I forget what it is. There's like a limit. It's like once you go past,
it is a limit because I did get the charge was actually like higher. I don't know if you remember. It was not petty theft. They like were trying to get
larceny
me on,
or something like that?
like burglary or something.
Yeah. There's like different levels. Yeah. They usually try nowadays to wait until you get to a bigger level just to bust you.
I think for me, if you guys saw me on a
saw
poster,
you
what
on
would
a
it be?
poster.
I already have thoughts of what.
Streaking,
That's Ryan,
right?
I don't shriek.
Covered in honey with his hands tied behind his back.
No.
I was dressed up as bees.
Whoa, okay.
Throwback.
I'm trying to think of like what you would be on a wanted poster for.
This gave me like a flashback.
Jason was on a wanted poster.
You got to think about early Jason. Maybe that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that because I'm trying to think like how you are now. It's like how would you be?
I was like, I don't know, selling fake shoes.
Oh, counterfeit shoes.
Counterfeit shoes.
Okay. That's something, I guess.
Okay.
Early Jason though.
Even college day, like we all make
college,
mistakes.
Right? Yeah. Would it also be theft?
It could be, possibly. I did have a misdemeanor back in the day in high school, got caught up. But what I was thinking was probably getting in a fight.
I was gonna say like some kind of assault.
Some kind of assault, like battery.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the story. Now
Attempted murder.
Ooh.
Well, here's a story because I know we talked about the high school fight.
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember one time, this was in college, where this group, they're basically, so I was there with maybe like a handful of friends, not a handful, but like we came in like 5 different cars.
Sure.
So we're in this like event, and this group was like mad dogging like one of our guys, right?
As they do.
Yeah. And so they try to pick a fight, like they try to like jump him outside, not knowing that we were a bigger part of the group. And so it ended up being a rumble, and I got some punches in.
Okay.
Until
I'm
like
glad you finished
until
that.
until
You got some.
Until the cops came.
Well, until someone called the cops, and then we all kind of like ran
yeah.
into a car that we drove off.
Yeah,
It was it happened like less than a minute, maybe.
Right.
But I think it would be that if I saw
Some
wanted
sort of
poster.
assault.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta try to find this picture. I don't know if I still have it, but I went to like a museum where they let you like try to create your what is it, sketch artist picture.
Oh, there's a
Right?
museum for that?
I think there. I was in a museum for sure. I don't know if it was like, it might have been in the newseum, like newseum.
Oh.
in Virginia or something.
Okay.
Sure.
Because that was like the last museum I kind of remember going to. But yeah, they had this like, interactive thing where you can kind of create your own sketch artist thing.
Yeah.
I gotta show it. I gotta find the picture to show it because it looks so funny.
It looks like you?
It looks like it could, but it doesn't look like me. But it's like, it has like
it's very
features.
similar. Yeah.
Like it was like if someone said like, oh yeah, it was this guy with a bun with like a mustache.
Oh, your bun was in there too?
Yeah.
And like facial hair.
It totally doesn't look like me, but it's like it's kind of funny.
If you thought about it, you could see it. Okay.
If I find that picture, you can post it. If I don't find it, you could cut this whole segment out.
All right, Brian.
What if you could merge two animals to create a new species? What would you choose?
Well, ligers exist, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Lion tiger, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hands down, I'm crossing an eagle with a lion, so we can get a real life griffin.
Oh shoot, man! PT.
It's not physically possible, but if nature's the question, I'm combining two. Like, I want to see a real life griffin.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, just basically any of the mythical creatures and stuff. If you have an option to combine two to bring it to real life, here that's my interpretation of this question.
I don't know why I thought of like that cartoon cat dog.
Cat dog, yeah. You want to make real life cat dog?
Cat dog.
Which is like one half is cat, one half is dog, but they're both the head.
Yeah. Or a reverse mermaid. No, it's
combine a human and a fish. You could do that. You could do it for a regular mermaid. Combine a human and a fish.
Next guest on the pod. Reverse mermaid. What have you found one?
God, you can't even talk.
I have ideas for next or future pods.
Sure.
I would do maybe merge two dinosaurs together.
That'd be cool.
Like a T-Rex and a pterodactyl, so that
a flying T-Rex.
Oh, they kind of have those ones. Did you see the
what?
Well, they're like. Do you know what I'm talking about? In Jurassic Park, one of the newer ones, there is like those flying ones that had like a T-Rex head.
Oh, did they?
Oh, like that's actually based off of an actual for the newest one, right?
Yeah.
Kingdom, Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah. No, is that Fallen Kingdom? The one with ScarJo?
I think it was just the first.
No. There's a new Jurassic Park coming out.
Wow.
It's got ScarJo in it. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, she's starring in it.
She's the main person.
She's one of the main people in it. Yeah.
Dang,
Chris Pratt coming back?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because this happens
after.
Then
it would be a Marvel movie at that point.
Well, no, because remember what happened in I think it was like Jurassic World, where like basically like the dinosaurs took over the world, or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is like they go back to, or they go to like one of the original Jurassic Park facilities, but it has all the dinosaurs that couldn't make it into the park, so they're all really dangerous and all that. Okay. And they're going there because apparently they need some of the larger dinosaur DNA to kind of like help solve.
DNA.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that one. Yeah.
Is there a trailer?
I got Dino. Yeah, there's a trailer for it. There's a
wow. Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
We can watch it afterwards.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, yours is a T-Rex and a pterodactyl.
Yeah. I'll stick to cat dog.
Hell yeah. One day there was a wolf and a pur.
Imagine how many relationships that would help.
What?
Oh, because you have best of both worlds.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But then you have twice the allergies.
Oh, gosh.
All right. What if you were given a book with your entire life story, including the future? Dang. Would you go past that? Would you read that?
I think I would if it gave me some
insights,
stock information, or
no, because it's just your life. So anything that you would
my life.
like
beginning to end.
Yeah. So if you were
saying, imagine if you're reading it. Excuse me. And then all of a sudden, like, the end of the book is like, and he read the book of his life.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna die. Man, that's a tough question, because I am all about just not knowing the future sometimes, because sure, maybe you want to know if something bad happens or whatever, but then if it just ends up all being good, then it's kind of like you have the surprise spoiled for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I want to know if something bad happens.
Yeah.
But then you never know, because like, especially like, with like life experience and stuff, sometimes bad things spur you to become like a better person, or it's like it happens, Like there's that thing where like happens for a reason.
Imagine the book is your choose your own destiny style.
Oh, turn to page 17. Yeah.
Oh,
I love
That
those
would be
books
cool,
growing
like
up.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I think Goosebumps had that.
Wait, do you remember in elementary school they had you to log your reading?
Oh,
Remember that? Like, because you had to you had to read like 20 minutes a week. You have to say what book title and then what page.
Yeah.
My teachers were hella confused because I had chosen like a choose your own adventure, so it'd be like 127, 27. You know, so how'd you read negative pages? You
That's
know,
so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Let me show you this book.
It's on my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go to the future though.
Would you read up to like
where it says I'm reading the book?
Yeah.
Up to the part where it says like recording episode 38.
Yeah. Would you read past? Would you read all the way to the end?
I think I'd be tempted to, and I'd probably read like a few pages and be like, oh, wait.
You're like, God.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could, I would probably read to the end and just drink really hard and smoke a lot of weed so I don't remember it. Like mind wipe.
Would you read all the way to the
Men in
end?
Black.
Would you read all the way to the end and then try to?
Would you just skip to the end?
No.
I was kidding.
Like, would you try to prevent your death? Like,
No, I mean,
change
like
your lifestyle and all that.
I mean,
stuff?
the question is, you couldn't change it, so I know it's happening already.
happen, right?
Yeah.
But imagine though,
What?
because like, what if you do reach to the end and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I should just live my life to the fullest now.
But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So it would like know you did that.
It would know that you did that, and
and
it's
then
like
you
no
did
matter
it.
what you did, like yeah.
Wild bookception.
All right.
All right. What if you could experience any event in history firsthand but couldn't change it?
Gettysburg.
Battle of Gettysburg or the Gettysburg Address?
Battle of Gettysburg.
Okay, that was a pretty bloody battle. Yeah.
I would want to like watch it, like be invisible and just walk through just to see how it was, because I think that's pretty gruesome. Like how they would have wars back then opposed to now with a musket
you
and
don't
all
want to
the.
see that. Oof.
I like remember the Titans, and when he's talking about that, I want to see like the history of that. I know it's gonna be gruesome, but still, I think that's an interesting time in history.
No, I agree. I totally agree. I don't know if I could do that.
Like stomach it.
Yeah.
I mean, on the topic of wars, D-Day would be kind of cool.
Oh,
because we have a lot of movies, but just like, I mean, there's people that are there. There's people still living today that still do it, and it was pretty crazy.
Would you jump on the boat and then? Go
exit?
through the whole.
Well, I mean, like if I'm just watching it, nothing happens to me. Sure, I just want to kind
like
of
you're invisible
see
and
that.
just walking through.
That crossed my mind.
Yeah,
That's a good moment. Too.
That's one of those
Pearl
good
Harbor.
ones.
Pearl Harbor.
What? You're gonna be Cuban Gooding Jr.
Well, because Pearl Harbor is our wedding anniversary date.
Oh, is it?
Is that
Yeah.
really?
Oh, shoot.
I did not know that. Remember, I told you like that morning. I was like, I did not know it's Pearl Harbor.
Oh, is that?
Wait, no, because Pearl Harbor happened December 7th.
Yes.
That's our anniversary date.
Yeah.
I thought it was in May.
No, May.
Yeah.
No, wedding anniversary.
Oh,
His
oh.
Yeah.
You just said anniversary and it's us, so I
Yeah.
assumed. So.
May 9 is ours though.
Okay. December. Yeah, okay.
So you would want to watch that? Oh, that'd be interesting too. Like the morning of.
Yeah, or like Nativity.
Huh?
Nativity.
Yeah.
The birth of Jesus.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if we're going biblical, I'd want to see
The plague.
Moses part the seas.
that'd be.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's I mean, I want to see if it happened. You like it said, or if it was
I'd want
like
to take a
another
bite of that apple.
that moment. That moment, yeah. If we're going biblical, for sure. Yeah. Another one would be probably Hannibal crossing the Alps because he invaded with a bunch of elephants. So that'd be
like
kind of cool.
Mulan and stuff.
Yeah. Mulan is based off of like there's some historical fact.
Oh, is
there.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
It's not
You know what?
completely fiction.
Yeah, maybe I'd want to like sit through something being built, like the pyramids, and just
Just to see, like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that'd be good.
How they
yeah.
built it.
Yeah, like just I mean, seeing all the mysteries of the world, like seeing how they were.
Like how did
that'd be-
Stonehenge become Stonehenge?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Because Stonehenge, apparently, it's like you have all those things that are still standing, but like they found stuff around it where there was like stuff that was built around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all the historical things would be nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, one just to go back to the other one, probably just to see who really shot JFK.
Oh wait.
See if it was not John Wilkes
John
Booth.
Wilkes.
No, that's Lincoln. That's Lincoln. Yeah, the other one.
Killed both of them.
No.
Time traveled.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right. So what if you could swap places with a movie character for a week?
swap places with a movie character for a week. James Bond.
James Wan.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Dang.
I was about to say like Dominic Toretto.
You would.
Living one day at a time.
I would do Guardians
1 mile at a time.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right, super.
I think that'd be a fun adventure.
Right.
Thor.
Thor, he said.
But when he goes to the fishing city or the little city that he's at,
What are you talking about?
his
Love and
bigger
Thunder?
his bigger days. What Thor was that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where he was like,
Yeah, it was all chunky.
yeah,
And he's
yeah.
just playing video
his
games.
schlubby moments. Yeah.
What's the dude's name? His
That
friend?
rock guy.
Yeah, the rock guy.
That guy's funny. I don't know.
Oh, I remember who you're talking about. Yeah,
But that's
I forgot his name. He's like a
that's
side
Taika
character.
Waititi, right? Or-
Yeah. All right. What if you woke up and realized the last 10 years of your life were just a dream? That'd be nuts.
That would be so wild.
Like this whole podcast is just a dream.
Yeah.
Because then I would be,
That's all the why for me.
I'd be in my late 20s.
Yeah, I'd be in my late 20s too.
That'd be kind of tight. It's a good time.
Can you imagine that though? Just watching that back and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it happened like this, where you come out of conscious and then your friends are around, you're like, how was it?
Oh, man.
And you have like this.
You
You have like a blood in your head, and you're like, what the fuck?
that would be nuts, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That would be insane.
Or like you wake up and it's like, what would it be? Like 10 years or something? Not 10 year.
No, 10 years ago would be, it'd be 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's 15 year actually. But yeah.
Yeah. Like you woke up like on a bed and everyone's partying. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
That'd be crazy because I think if that was the case, I would not imagine us being in this kind of space.
Mm.
I'd be like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitcoin?
What?
Maybe I should invest in it.
Yeah.
No, if everything was a dream, I would be, well, first, the first thing I would do is just question reality. It's like, is this a dream? You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've ever had that before, but I've had like dream within a dream kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always trips me out. Yeah.
Have you ever fell in a dream within a dream?
Yeah.
I haven't fallen, but I've done the thing where I wake up and then I
And
go
you
around my
twitch.
day.
Oh, God.
And then, yeah.
You twitch.
Yeah.
Slip it on ice again.
Yeah.
I think the furthest I've gone is like three or four stages. It was pretty
Dang,
bad
man.
because then when I finally woke up, I'm like, is this real?
That's wild.
But it's always like, for me, it's always like I wake up regular, but then something obviously weird happens. Like the sky is like purple or something, or like, or like I see my
There's, like,
friends
some-
and they're
some
like,
signs.
and they like shapeshift or something like that, you know? So
Damn, that's
there's always like one thing that's different that takes me like, wait, hold on. And then I wake up again and then it just keeps happening for like 3 or 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if everything was a dream, again, I would just question reality. It's like, is this still a dream? You know?
Yeah.
Like, so I get to relive that 10 years of my life again?
If it happens that way,
If it happens that way.
would you try and make it happen as if it was in your dream, like you remembered everything that happened that
As long as I had the book with me.
the book from before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jason? Because within the past 10 years, like, you know, you got married, you had like a career
I
and
know,
all this.
that's
You have
crazy. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm curious to know like how you would react if these past 10 years was just a dream.
Well, I think if I knew like this is where it's going to lead, I'd probably save more, like invest more.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
one thing I would change.
Practical. Sure.
But I would still try to get to where like I saw the
Yeah, you're like,
dream.
I know
Yeah.
that this happened. I gotta make things happen over here.
Yeah. Like
You're trying.
butterfly effect.
You're trying to meet Nadine earlier.
Yeah.
You're like, this has to happen now. You don't understand.
Oh wait, no, she has to break up with her boyfriend first to then meet me.
Then I gotta wait for that, and I have to be here at this day at this time to.
What am I gonna do in the meantime? I got 2 years.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
All right. What if you found out you had a twin you never knew
Well.
about?
Oh man.
Identical or paternal?
Um,
Well, I have a half brother I never knew about.
That's as close. You're probably about the
Yeah,
closest to
okay.
this question as it's gonna get.
Yeah,
So imagine that half brother you found was actually a twin of you.
And that'd be wild.
what if it's like Danny DeVito?
Oh yeah, with Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, twins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but anyway, identical or
Conjoined.
wait? All of a
How
sudden
would
you
you-
realize they're on your back,
Yeah.
dude. You've been back there this whole time.
You got my back?
God.
What is this? This is nothing.
Anyways, so if you found a twin that you never knew you had about.
Dude, that'd be a trip, though.
That would be. It's like, the separated at oh, you're still talking about a joint twin on your back.
So all those whispers I've been hearing with you.
Man.
It's like, get off.
I mean, I would
Because you're laid down.
You have like a knot on your back. Oh, man.
All right.
Okay.
Are you guys good? Okay. Well, I would, just catch up with them, see what they've been doing with their life.
Offer them some double mint gum.
I remember those commercials. They always had twins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they are a twin, right, especially if it's identical, like I think there's been studies about that where like there's twins that got adopted by different
nature
families.
versus nurture type stuff.
No, it's nature versus nurture, but then they still end up doing the same things, like eerily the same things. Like I think,
really?
I remember that there was like this. There's like this case where there's two twins. One of them, they were both adopted by different families, but they ended up, and then I forgot how they found each other, but it was like they had, found each other.
Yeah.
And then they found that each other's life was basically a mirror. Like they both liked the same things. They both got into the same hobbies, like woodworking or whatever. And then they also, even though they were brought up
Similar
differently,
traits
they had similar traits. They even ended up marrying similar women. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. So I mean, like if they are that, then I would see how they are. They would probably have the same interests as me. Or, that sort of thing.
I would just get to know them. But I'd be like, hey, dude, do you want to mime? Every time you're like, with them.
Yeah. Or when you first meet them, you're like this.
You know what I would do if I found out I had a twin? I would create content with them. It'd be one of those videos where you're shooting at a mall. The camera's at the bottom of the escalator.
Yeah, it's like that deja vu effect kind of thing.
Yeah, like where someone's coming down on the escalator, and you're like, "Hey, do you know where the food court is?"
Yeah.
And then I'm already up there, and then my twin comes in and asks the same exact thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like those prank ones where like they're on the escalator. But
that's the one.
No, the prank one where they're going on and all of a sudden they just like grab their hand on the, because they're like on the hands on the escalator.
Yeah.
They just grab their hand like that and like look back.
I'll do that too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like twice.
Yeah. But I think I had a friend before that had the same thing where like, because he was adopted. In America.
And he had a twin.
And he had a twin back in like Korea because he's like a Korean adoptee.
Wow.
Whatever. It's Dan. His name is Dan, aka Dan. He has like a whole documentary about it.
Wait, Dan, aka Dan?
Yeah, he has a twin. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
He's not Korean, is he?
He is Korean.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, his last name's Matthews, but it's like it's because he's got adopted by a white family.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, does some great music, by the way. Check him out.
Dang, that's crazy.
He was the front man for the band I used to be in.
Is he in San Diego?
No, he's in LA.
Oh, damn.
As far as I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear I just read the last one.
Yeah, you keep looking at art. I was about to say that. You're like, art? I was like, okay. Yeah. What if you could make one law that everyone in the world had to follow?
It would be like a holiday.
Sure.
Backwards day. You have to walk backwards, clothes are backwards too.
What about statements? Are they backwards too?
No, that's too hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's physically backwards,
Yeah,
not
physically
okay.
backwards.
Like the purge. I'm just
The
like,
Purge.
No, you're gonna institute the purge.
no, that's fine.
That'd be interesting.
Well, my law would be
Okay, I will say this: the one thing about the purge, if there was a rule that says that you could get away with anything for one day, and your first mind goes to murder, that says a lot about you.
Oh man.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Because for me, if it's one day, I'll just go to a bank and say like, "Hey, man, just give me all your money." Hey, it's free. It's legal today.
Yeah. I'll give you some tomorrow.
Yeah.
Would that be your law?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do the purge because then there's people that would take advantage like that, and it would mess up the world a lot more than making it better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just joking. I would never do that.
As he scrambles to change his answer in his head.
No, mine would be making a law that everyone in the world would have to be chill,
Chill day.
super nice. That's the law. You have to
that'd
be
be
super
cool.
nice. You guys have
Just
to be
for a
nice to each
day?
other.
Damn, that's hard.
That would be hard to enforce.
Yeah.
That's like what was it? That's like Bill and Ted. It's like be excellent to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then you get fined if you weren't chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I can see that being abused so hard though.
What if you have to be, instead of Chill over polite.
But it wouldn't be one day; it would be forever.
That's the law forever.
It's a law forever.
Everyone goes to jail because
It's an amendment.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I thought it was one day for some reason.
no, it doesn't say one day. It says one law that everyone has to follow.
No one can say bees, anything with a B for the day.
That's a weird rule to follow.
Like those baby shower games.
Oh,
No, it was like baby britches.
Yeah, baby.
oh my god.
And you get socked, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
we said to be. I remember that we took that like in high school. We took that real seriously.
Yeah.
It'd be like he said a B, and then like everyone would just jump up.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate the folks that are like, come and hit me. I'm like, that's not fun.
Yeah, that
You
was
just ended up
yeah,
just
yeah,
beating him up.
Yeah, that was my strategy.
That was your strategy.
Yeah, whenever everyone wants it, it's like I figured, early on, if you make it that you don't want it, then everyone wants to do it more. But if you want it, it's like it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my strat. But
Wait, so is that your law?
no,
Okay.
I don't know. Like laws are tricky,
Yeah, this is a deep one for Brian.
I don't know. Well, because you know me, I think really hard about questions like this.
Yeah.
What was yours? Was you had to walk backwards?
Backwards.
Okay.
Backwards
Just-
day. Just one day out of the year.
One day out of the year. Today's backwards day. You have to walk
You
backwards.
get fined if you don't.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
And then yours was.
I was you say like it's an ongoing law that everyone has to be excellent to each other.
Okay.
I like that.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good general one. I would. Well, it's probably gonna be an unpopular one, but just to like a mandatory donation towards like charities or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
How often or
like one day a year,
One
that
day
kind
a
of
year?
thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like
On
today's-
backwards day.
on backwards
Backwards
day.
day.
Instead of you getting money, you have to give money.
That makes sense. That is
That's
backwards.
backwards.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What if you could have a secret lair that nobody could find? What would it look like?
Underwater.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool. Like in
Man, you
Star
can't
Wars.
swim though.
Well, if I had one underwater, I'd probably learn how to swim.
Yeah, he would have to take like a sub or something.
Okay,
You know.
okay.
No, like
Or-
That'd be scary.
I just imagine like the Star Wars when they go to Jar Jar Binks' place.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they have
The
the
Gungan.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
okay.
thing.
Okay.
That'd be cool to have.
That'd be cool.
You have like an underwater. Would you say like a palace? Would you say more like a lab? Like what is it? What is the aesthetics looking like? Something fantastical. Something more pragmatic.
Fantastical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna become Poseidon, man. He's gonna have like Atlantis.
Yeah. And I'd go down there with my dolphins.
and your reverse mermaids.
Come on, ladies.
You have them on, like you're like Santa, and it's just all reverse mermaids.
Yeah.
I like how I mentioned that once, and it's like an ongoing joke for you
I
guys.
know, dude. For Halloween, someone has to dress up as a mermaid.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna wear like a upper fish part.
Right?
Secret lair. Kind of like those remote, kind of like mountaintop kind of things. Because I like high places and like looking like a lot of places here in San Diego. I like the parts where you can go like Mount Soledad. You can see everything over there. There's like a mountain near my house that I like go up to like when I need to think.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about just like being up high and seeing everything being small.
Yeah.
It kind of gets me that way. So it's got to be somewhere up high. It's got to be like a mountaintop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I can think about.
I think for me, it would have to be like a cave.
Huh?
I'm thinking specifically like Batman, where you can see like you're in a home
Drive through a waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's
picturing
good.
A waterfall.
Yeah.
But to get there, you would have to like turn or like take one of the books out of the bookcase.
Oh,
and then it
okay.
opens up or slides out.
Yeah.
And then you go down this elevator, and then you're like on this platform where you can see like the whole cave, and then on your left you have like the control panel with all the screens of whatever Batman had, maybe his car, all the utility stuff, and then behind all of that it's just like open space where the waterfall is coming down, and you can see like some of the light from the cave.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And
That'd be
have a
super
whole
cool.
driveway that goes out.
Yeah.
Just Batman, basically.
Yeah. I was like, you just want Batman's cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah. Oh, we're on Q&As.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
These are questions provided from the community through our DMs, our stories, and we read it here on the pod. So, first one, Art.
All right. This one's from Islander _AC.
Yeah.
Alan. What's up, Alan?
Yeah.
What's up, Alan?
You gotta hit me up, man. If you're listening to this right now, I still have that package that we were supposed to give you like a year ago. Alan, hit me.
Shoot him a text. You have his number?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Shoot him a text.
All right. So, how much money would it take for you to streak at a baseball game?
We answered a question like this.
Something like this. I think Brian just needs
No,
a jar of
streaking.
honey, right?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
I think so.
It was not a jar of honey.
Let's vote.
It was zip tied. Your hands zip tied behind your
With
No,
the apple in his
no,
mouth.
Yeah,
no,
with the apple in his mouth.
In the desert, right? That was the
No,
question? Yeah.
no, I would not do it just for that. No.
Okay, let me go with Brian because you've already talked about streaking in the past. You have a price on this. Would you do it at a baseball game?
No.
You wouldn't?
Nope.
Dang.
Yeah.
What if it's like all children in the...
No. What the hell? You trying to get me on a blackmail like a list? Jeez.
Yeah, those telephoto lenses on those broadcast cameras are like,
Zoom in.
Well, they don't have to zoom in that much.
Yeah.
You know?
how much money? I'd say like $2 million.
Damn, that's a low price. I thought you were going to go a little higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say like $1 billion, dude.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
Really? Shit. Well,
Art just likes to let it hang, man.
I would go billion. I wouldn't do it in general, but for $1 billion, that's life changing.
oh, but then you can't go to any more baseball games after that, huh?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
You buy the stadium?
Yeah, so enough to buy the stadium.
Yeah, enough to buy them out. That'd be like multiple billions then.
To buy them out twice because I want money left over.
That's smart.
Yeah, that is smart.
Yeah.
Trillions.
There it is.
Give me $1 trillion.
$1 trillion is a lot. Do you realize how much $1 trillion is?
Yeah, I need money left over after streaking, right? And buying them out.
No, I meant like because like I forgot the exact number, but like if you to put in perspective, 1 million seconds is like 11 days. 1 billion seconds is like 33 something years.
Damn.
Yeah, so that puts like when you say because even though billion comes after that, it's a order of magnitude that much larger. Yeah.
Do you know who the richest person is in the world, or what part of the world they're from?
Not sure.
They're not making more than a few billion, right?
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that would be a Brian fact.
Nah. I don't keep track on the rich.
All right, Brian.
Next one is from Nadine, Ms. Nadina. Generally, do you think that ethnicity and culture tie into work ethic, and how so? So she's just asking, are y'all racist? Or?
That's what I was like. So you're trying to see if we're racist? Or?
Can we bring our racist values to work? Is what she's saying.
Generally, I don't think so because like everyone, it's just I really just think it just depends on how you're raised.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's something instilled in you.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's something where maybe there is a little bit of like culture and ethnicity part of it, but that's because just, you know, how they are.
Yeah.
Right. But I believe it's a per person kind of basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nature versus nurture.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just think I think that's just like a personal trait. Because because you could be like part of a hardworking family and be the lazy one.
Yeah.
So I think
Someone's got to be.
Yeah. Someone's got to be.
You got to balance, bring balance.
Yeah.
or you could be the productive one in a lazy family. So I don't.
Yeah.
think so.
Or it can even work the other way. Like you just come from a family who's all like, really productive and you're a
Yeah.
product of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Just everyone's kind of different in how they
And-
react to towards things.
yeah, because sometimes like your life experience will like lead you to become a certain way too. Like if you don't want to lead the life that you've seen growing up, maybe you do become more productive or have a good work ethic, right? Because you don't want to go through that cycle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it all depends, but I do think ethnicity and the culture does show up at work. Like for example,
I'd be curious to see like the trend of ethnicity and culture, and if there is a way to
like
quantify
capture
it.
that. Yeah, like even just if we're talking about like Filipino families, everyone's raised differently too.
Yeah.
Especially when
Right.
it comes to like religion, not everyone's Catholic.
Yeah.
Right.
Surprising. But I mean, overwhelming majority are, but there are
Yeah.
some that are outliers.
Yeah. But I do see how like maybe religion can play into like the everyday workplace when it comes to like hope or even prayer when you want something to work out, or even like I think culture wise, I remember getting into like a leadership meeting and I would never like when we're having conversations, I would never talk over folks that have been there longer than me. So it's like respecting the elders part like plays a role showing up at work. But I think work ethic, it really depends on your upbringings too, you know?
I think so. Because then I feel like, if you were thinking about your close group of friends, right? And you're generalizing that and you're, because we know a lot of Filipinos and, you kind of have the same traits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think it's also just potentially like if you grew up with them, you'll probably have, give or take, like, that may trend too.
I mean, it's like birds of a feather, right? Like you connect with people that are the most like with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All right. Thanks for the question.
Yeah. Last one is from Isaac Martinez.
What's up, Isaac?
Hey, Isaac, man. His question is, do you believe in the concept of a universal basic income? Why or why not? And for those that don't know what a basic income, you guys can read it because a lot of it's covered on my end.
So basic income is a government program in which citizens or residents receive regular, unconditional payments of money, regardless of employment status or income level. The goal is to provide financial security, reduce poverty, and give people freedom to pursue education, entrepreneurship, or caregiving. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. Like where you don't have to worry about your finances? Is that what it
It's not like you don't have to worry about it. It's
It's
just,
like everyone gets at least a minimal allowance, right? A living allowance.
Like
a
there's
livable wage. Is that what we're talking about?
it's not a livable wage.
Okay.
It's like it's just basically a set amount. Like there's a bunch of countries around the world that kind of do this.
It's like you get a stipend,
Yeah, like
Got
a
it.
stipend.
like a living stipend, right?
Yeah. So imagine like you get like $1,000 a month or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then like it's been proven in a bunch of other countries that universal basic income does work because most of those people, they end up using that money for their basic necessities.
Yeah.
Whether it be rent or food or whatever. The biggest, I guess, want to say like the biggest criticism is because like a lot of people's like, well, they're just getting money for it. They're just gonna become lazy,
Yeah.
But a lot of what actually happens is that people use that money for things so they don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
Like I think there's been statistics where like crime falls, because like they don't have to do illegal things to get money because they're getting this money to cover again their basic needs.
Yeah.
Another I think there's like another statistic where it's like I think it's like I forgot what country it was, but it's like child malnutrition fell because now they have money to buy food for their kids, right?
Yeah.
Especially like in poorer countries, I think that like it helps a lot more. But I am all for universal basic income because we could all use
definitely
a break, right? Like imagine just having an extra 1,000 unconditional that you could use. Yes, there were people during like the pandemic when they got like their
unemployment,
their unemployment money or whatever, and they chose to use it on other things. But like yes, that's on them. But it's also saying it's not like people that are of a lower class don't deserve nice things.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, like, cause at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you can use that money however you want, but like most of the people are going to use it for practical things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think like, who are we to judge? Like if we're given all the same amount and like, given the stipend, like let us spend. Like that's something that we have to learn when it comes to like budgeting or whatever the case is on our own. And if we do spend up like whatever we have, it's a lesson learned. If we get into like now we're in debt, like, oh shoot, like I should change up these ways, but don't like ever judge someone, especially when it comes to like, like folks that have like EBT and all that, then you see in this, in their cart, they have like a steak and all this stuff. Then you have the people in line kind of look at them funny, like, oh, that's where all of our tax dollars are going to, like all like that kind of sentiment.
That goes back to my argument. It's like, you're not getting steak every day. Maybe they just chose to get it just to treat themselves out.
Maybe it's their birthday. Maybe it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's something special. They want, again, that goes back to my whole sentiment of like people of, classes that you deem lower, right? They deserve nice things too. Everyone deserves nice things.
Treat yourself.
Yeah.
But do it like moderately too. Right?
And responsibly.
Yeah, and responsibly.
Yeah.
But I hate the folks that are like, oh, well, they shouldn't. I'm like, why they shouldn't? Like, don't worry about yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you want more than everyone else. This is why the US is like this.
Yeah.
That's a whole other
That's
thing.
a whole thing, a rabbit hole. But
It's a whole crab mentality,
Yeah.
Like you guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For those that do not know, it's like the whole crab mentality is like if you put a bunch of crabs in like a little pail, they'll try and one of them will try and get out, but the other crabs will pull them back down. Yeah. So it's a whole like, no one is allowed to get ahead of me kind of thing. But one of those things, like, especially with a UBI, it's like, if you raise everybody up, then everybody comes up.
Yeah.
It's not benefiting one or the other.
It's like, I want you to do well, but not better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
hear
like
that a lot, too,
Yeah.
especially in our
I feel like I
culture,
just
right?
read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah. All right. Well, last call.
All right.
Thank you. Shout outs. Anything you want to plug? Upcoming events, pod encounters from friends and family.
Shout out to my mom. It's gonna be her birthday.
Woo, woo.
Hey.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, auntie.
Hopefully you made it to the end of the episode.
Now that we're kind of shortening it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be traveling, so excited for that.
Yeah,
hopefully,
that's sick.
Gonna be hearing about that soon.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have some
And went for all the
pictures.
pictures, yeah.
Seoul, Korea.
Gonna get a plastic surgery way out there.
You know, I might
Look into it.
First time?
I might do some kind of thing. I don't know, not plastic surgery, but I might do like some kind of skincare stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they're
Okay.
good. They're
Yeah.
good all out there, man.
Yeah.
It's cheaper over there too.
Yeah. Brazilian.
What?
That's funny.
Would you though?
BBL is what they
Get a
call it?
Brazilian?
No, the Brazilian like wax, right?
Oh, got it. I think you're talking about like
Oh, butt lift?
butt lift.
Oh, no.
BBL.
Yeah, BBL.
No,
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 Brazilian
that's not the only
wax.
Brazilian thing there is. When I hear Brazilian, I always think like wax. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're
what
just-
I think of.
you're like a Ken doll, very smooth.
What kind of like what is Korea known for, like as in like stores and stuff?
Mm.
Like what's over there? Do you know?
I don't know.
I just
honestly.
know that they're
the food's
Fashion
probably
is
really
a big
food's really
thing,
good, and then I would think they're probably into fashion too.
a lot of
Okay.
fashion.
North Korea or
They do have a lot of good skincare products though.
Yeah,
and like face
they're-
masks.
Yeah,
stuff.
they're big
Skincare,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a friend who travels there regularly just to stock up on stuff.
yeah.
I've seen it in stores here. Like
Yeah.
they have good skincare products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Samsung from there?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I like that.
You're like doing that.
Like you didn't think it was a Korean-based company?
It's like I knew it was, but then for some reason I second guessed myself.
Okay. Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, so maybe there's some Samsung stuff there.
Yeah.
So are you gonna start,
LG.
LG. Yeah, LG is in there. Yeah.
So are you gonna have a barbecue there?
Yeah, just regular barbecue.
Yeah, because it's called barbecue.
'Cause I'm already in Korea.
Yeah. Well, again, looking forward to it, Art. Yeah.
Thank you.
Excited.
Just want to shout out to ASRO. Going to be doing their 25 year coming up.
Whoop.
2 weeks.
Damn, it's 2 weeks
It's
already.
2 weeks. It's already the date of this recording. It's day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So it's the 15th right now.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's going to be in 2 weeks. So shout outs to them. They were one of the first. They were the second org, but first fraternity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, just want to put an ask out there. Again, I have a little bit of a more free schedule this year, so I'm looking to update my portfolio and do some more personal projects, more fun stuff. So if you're down to collab, just hit me up.
Wait, do you have an actual portfolio that you share?
Yeah, but it's like it's specific. So like if there's people that want products, I have like this whole thing. I need to get my whole website in order for sure.
Yeah, I was
But,
going to ask
yeah.
if you want to add that link onto
Later.
our
Speaking
page.
of,
Later.
if you want to create your website, this episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
No, it isn't. But
But imagine Squarespace or Squarespace.
Wait, Squarespace?
there's a part of me that felt like you did that on purpose.
I thought
And that's why we can't do ads like that.
I thought of SpongeBob right away when you said Squareface.
No, he said Squareface.
Oh, face?
Yeah,
Squarespace.
that's part of his Filipino coming
Okay.
through
Squarespace.
on both your ends.
I filtered it out to face.
Yeah, sure. No, but yeah, I'm if either you or anyone else you know is down to just be a part of like some personal projects. I want to do like high fashion, some conceptual stuff.
Feet pics.
Hit me up. No,
No, not anymore.
well, if you pay me,
Yeah.
cut me in some of the profits, I guess.
So let me ask you.
What
Free photo shoot, you just get 2% of the income.
This man does not speak for me.
So let me ask you without getting into like your pricing, right?
Sure.
Are feet pics cheaper than your regular photo package, or I don't know.
Are you asking for a friend or
No,
yourself?
I'm just curious because you've done it in the past. So.
Is it like about a tenth of the price? Because
Yeah.
that's only a tenth of the body.
These are good. These are valid.
He's hitting a hard hitting question
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, in general, I just charge it like my basic like portrait, studio price. It's just like I do have a stipulations. Like if you are gonna sell these, then of course like then we have to like negotiate. It's like, okay, if you're selling this much, then I should get like a little bit of it.
Oh,
and it's generally like depending on how like what it is and how well you expect it to do. It's like 10 to 15%.
Damn.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, especially if you're licensing and like you're making it as a product or whatever, then it's only fair because it's partly my work,
Yeah. I mean, do you Photoshop that too? Then
I mean, look,
not so much.
You make it sound like I do this all the time. That was one time.
Oh, I'm just
So you only have one set of feet on your portfolio.
Well, it was like I'll tell you guys out there.
Technically, it's 2 feet.
But yeah, again, just personal projects. If you are down or know anyone else, hit me up.
Yeah, hit up Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my wife, of course. She's been my rock. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Everyone that's been
and listeners like you.
Yeah. Everyone that's just, having these conversations and just talking about the pod, asking what's next.
Yeah.
Upcoming guests, all that stuff. I love that you guys are like invested. So I do appreciate you guys. Shout out to ASI so shout out to Geoff as well, because Geoff's spearheading this thing. There's a lot of behind the scenes that people do not see when it comes to event planning. So I do want to highlight Geoff because
he's a man.
Yeah, he's stressed now, but
it's a good kind of stress.
It's a good kind of stress. I think it's probably what's needed because I think this is really showing him like how to organize things.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to you because I'm going to be a panelist at the conference portion of anniversary. So I guess my first panel in the fraternity.
Oh wow!
I think
kind of giving back.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm trying to figure out if I'm forgetting anything.
Because again, we
can shout him out on episode 39.
Yeah, 39.
Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah.
Episode 39. But do us one last favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It does help us out. Road to 500.
Yep.
Thank you.
So thank you for hanging out with us. I'm brewpac.shakur.
I'm Art.
And this is Brian.
Peace.